So nice. इनफैक्ट यही कितना बड़ा कंफ्यूजन था, मैं मान के चलता था जितना डॉक्टर गूगल कहते हैं इट वेरीज विद एज, बट यस वंडरफुल नॉलेज, थैंक्स अ लॉट। एक और हम बहुत पढ़ते हैं कि दिल को अच्छा रखने के लिए हम कई बार बात करते हैं कि 10,000 स्टेप्स, सुना है आप लोगों ने? सर यू लाइक टू हियर फ्रॉम यू अबाउट दिस रूल या दिस सजेशन, 10,000 फिजिकल वॉकिंग, 10,000 स्टेप्स या स्टेजेस यूज करना कितना दिल को स्वस्थ रखने में लाभदायक है?
Exercise is one of the most important factor which can reduce your non-modifiable risk factors. I will tell you later on what are the modifiable or non-modifiable risk factors. So exercise is one of the most important factors. 10,000 steps is just a Google knowledge. It has no relationship. All the studies have been done on only 3 things. Number 1 is walking. Walking up to the age of 45, or if you are young, less than 30, you can go to gym, you can run, do marathon, whatever. But if you are 45 or 55, you should be walking minimum 4 kilometers a day, 5 times a week, with an average speed of 12 minutes per kilometer. This is the published thing. If your age is above 55 and below 75, you should again be walking 4 kilometers a day. Minimum average speed should be 14 minutes per kilometer and 5 times a week. So it is not 10,000 steps, it is related to kilometer and age related. Number 2, the study of the exercise has been done with the yoga. Yoga is found to be directly associated with reduction in blood pressure and reduction in your stress, induce some hormones released because of stress. And we all, you guys are doing such an important job for air conditioning, maintaining so many things. So you go sometime with target when you get stress. So your stress can be reduced by yoga and meditation. There was a study done by Dr. Nala Kanina. She is an Indian American. She did an extensive study on subjects of same age, propensity match scores by age, risk factor, etc. And she found significant reduction in blood pressure and oxidants with harmful hormones by meditation and yoga. So yoga, meditation and walking, these are the best exercises. If you do add something else to it, it's very good. But take it as
so nice. Yoga, meditation, walking.
You should be 4 hour empty stomach. 4 घंटे खाली पेट होना चाहिए. You should be 4 hour empty stomach before doing any exercise. We have seen in Western world, people are running, jogging in the afternoon because they have a good, nice weather. But the concept is the same. They were working late night, they slept late, they got up late, but they are empty stomach 4 hours. So they can do exercise whatever they want. So there is no difference in morning walk, evening walk, afternoon walk. You should be empty stomach at least 4 hours. And that study unfortunately was not done in India, that was done in US. So it was a combination of breathing exercise plus stretching exercise. And mind it, do not try yoga by seeing television. You should always join some guru or some good trainer. Get yourself properly trained by yoga teacher, and then start doing on your own. Do not get to yoga full-fledged by just watching apps. I have seen very commonly people are just watching app on television and start doing yoga. Sometimes you end up in muscle injury or some other injury. You should get some lesson, maybe a 1 month lesson from a trained person, and then start on your own. Then go to some app. Don't directly go to app.
Thank you, sir. अब हम उसी क्वेश्चन पे आते हैं सुधीर माथुर साहब पूछ रहे थे कि सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है कि व्हाट आर द सिम्टम्स ऑफ अ हार्ट अटैक फर्स्ट, एंड सेकंड इज व्हाट शुड आई डू इमीडिएटली.
Concept, this is a misnomer concept, but the chest pain on the left side of chest is a heart attack. This is the concept in common thought. Number 1, a localized pain means कि मेरे को यहाँ पे एक लोकल पेन हो रहा है या मेरी बैक पे एक लोकल पेन हो रहा है, वो पेन परसिस्ट करता रहा है. The pain is persistent and it is very local, limited to a small area. It is never a heart pain. Because heart pain cannot be localized, cannot be persistent for hours. So heart pain, 60%, only 60% of the people have a chest pain on the left side of chest which go to the left arm. but 30% of people have variations. What are the variations? Sometimes a pain happening in tooth. Pain happening in tooth can be a chest pain or a heart pain because of the blockage in the artery. And it has happened that people, because of the dental, they thought that it is a dental problem. They went to a dentist. Dentist tried to do something to their tooth, and they had a heart attack on the dental table. So sometimes a chest pain or a heart pain can be a dental pain, a jaw pain, or maybe neck pain, maybe right hand pain. But the heart pain has differentiation from other pain. Heart pain is always a pain which gives some feeling of constriction. जैसे कि कोई आदमी आपको दबा रहा है. If pain is pricking, it is not a heart pain. If pain is constricting, it is a heart pain. Very, very important to know one more important pain, which Indian people, most commonly Indian people, do not understand and they end up in a problem, is a upper abdominal discomfort. People think that this is a gastric pain, and they self-medicate by Eno, by Pentosate, by Ranitidine, Famotidine, and some Tirafla, Churn, whatever. Yes, it can be a gas pain, but if this pain is happening every day or happening every time after a meal, then this is not a gas pain. This pain is called as post-prandial angina. खाना खाने के बाद होने वाला angina. Why it is happening? Because when we eat, our stomach gets full and some blood go to the stomach. When blood diverted towards the stomach, there is a lack of blood into the heart, and that pain occurs. That pain gives a feeling of gastric discomfort. So, if gastric discomfort is too much, is happening every day, do not think that this is a gastric pain. Go to a doctor, get yourself checked. Okay? Indians are confused that they are living in 1974 or 2022. Basic issue. This is known as a sudden cardiac death. I will come to the point. Very, very important point. It has been shown and published, scientifically proved, that Southeast Asians have a different gene. That gene is responsible for what is happening to our younger population. That gene we have identified, and let me give you an example. You see a Caucasian, means a European or American, obese patient. He will be obese from neck, he will be obese from chest, he will be obese from stomach, he will be obese from his arm, thighs, everything. He will be obese from top to bottom. But in Indian subcontinent, obesity is apple-shaped, means we are obese from here only. Everybody has paunch, arms are thin, legs are thin. This is a genes dependent. So that gene was causing sudden death. It was identified. That's why a guidelines came for Southeast Asia, which is different from the Western world. They say that at the age of 35, you should get yourself checked and complete checkup, and keep repeating every 2 years. You will be surprised to know that sudden cardiac death in sleeping or during exercise is not happen because of 90% block. They happen because of 50% block. Because if somebody have a 90% block, that person will have a chest discomfort. He will stop his exercise, or he will do something to go to the doctor. But the person who is having a 50% or 60% block will have no symptoms. He will not go to the doctor. And those soft plaques get ruptured. They can rupture any time. And whenever a soft plaque rupture, there is a clot formation that leads to sudden stoppage of blood supply to one segment of heart, and that leads to sudden cardiac death. So it is my request, if anybody who is sitting in this hall, male or female, should get your checkup done and keep repeating every 2 years. Now the latest guideline which came in 2022 shows that diabetic patient at the age of 45 should get a CT angio done. Because TMT has a problem. TMT is only 91% accurate. It can miss 9%. So they say that go to more perfect test, which is a CT angio. Do a calcium scoring and keep repeating it every 5 years. And when you reach to 60 years of age, keep repeating every 2 years. When you are 70 years of age, keep repeating it every year. So testing yourself is the most important predictor of your health, and this can happen to anybody, but don't be scared of it. And it is commonly seen that somebody doing exercise suddenly passes away in a gym. That I will come to later on. But this is the common cause. Test your self-test. And if the misnomer is high cholesterol and low cholesterol. This concept of high cholesterol, low cholesterol is finished 10 years back. The ratio to good cholesterol to bad cholesterol, ratio of bad cholesterol to further bad cholesterol, what is that ratio? And that ratio is the predictor of your disease, not the high cholesterol and low cholesterol. तो डायफ्राम ऊपर चला जाएगा. जब डायफ्राम ऊपर चला जाएगा तो हमारी चेस्ट की कैविटी जितनी उसको स्पेस चाहिए वो कम हो जाएगी. जब स्पेस कम हो जाएगी तो लंग्स तो ब्रीथ कर रहे हैं. जब लंग्स ब्रीथ करेंगे तो वो हार्ट को थोड़ा दबाएंगे दोनों तरफ से. तो इसीलिए कह रहे हैं कि आज आप प्रण लेके जाएं कि अपना वजन कम करेंगे. एक और चीज बताऊं, वजन कभी भी एक्सरसाइज से कम नहीं होता. एक्सरसाइज से फिटनेस आती है, एंड्योरेंस आती है. एक्सरसाइज से वजन कम नहीं होता. वजन कम होता है सिर्फ एक तरीके से, खाना छोड़ने से.
क्या बात है.
स्टॉप ईटिंग.
अच्छा, खाने की आपने अक्सर बात की तो मैं इतना पूछूंगा, खाने और दिल के दौरे का कोई संबंध है? किस तरह का हम खाना खाना चाहिए, या तेलों की हम बहुत बात करते हैं, ऑयल्स, इसके बारे में थोड़ा सी आप हमें ज्ञान दें.
तो खाने से शुरू करें या तेलों? खाना
सर.
and 2 pieces of sweet. Perfect. And after that, we take veganary bhujia and add veganary bhujia over that. So people come to me, they say that we are eating a very normal food. What we are eating? We eat moong ki dal, we eat लौकी की सब्जी, we eat this green vegetable. मैंने कहा how you eat? Sir, हम तो उसको लगाते हैं और थोड़ी सी veganary भुजिया टेस्ट के डाल देते हैं. मैंने कहा वो सब्जी कहाँ रह गई फिर? Then it is not a green leafy vegetable. You have added veganary bhujia to it. So if you explain Indian thali like this, North Indian thali, this is full of carbohydrate. So what you have eaten? Only carbohydrate. Only and only carbohydrate. This carbohydrate is going to add to your metabolism, which will deposit in your liver, in your everywhere. So this thali can be reversed. How it can be reversed? 4 katori of dal, 4 katori of sabji, half a kg of salad, and 1 chapati. No veganary bhujia, no achar. So what we have done is, we have added vitamins to it, we have added fibers to it, we have added some protein to it. All dals do not have much protein, but we have added some protein to it. So at least carbohydrate का amount कम कर दिया. इसके साथ अब प्रोटीन कैसे ऐड करें? पनीर इज नॉट अ वेरी गुड सोर्स ऑफ प्रोटीन. इट्स ए एवरेज सोर्स ऑफ प्रोटीन, क्योंकि पनीर के अंदर फैट कंटेंट इज ऑल्सो वेरी हाई. So vegetarian की प्रॉब्लम है. नॉन वेजिटेरियन तो कैन ईट चिकन, कैन ईट एग और फिश. रेड मीट इज नॉट गुड. So you eat that protein is fulfilled. But what vegetarian people can do? Add little bit of protein, lot of dals, and keep changing your dal every day. At least in India, if you talk about pulses, we have 20 types of pulses. 20 types of pulses. You keep changing your pulses, so you will get certain amount of protein from other, one certain from other, one certain from other. Reduce your carbohydrate, reduce your sweet intake. हर इंडियन सोने से पहले मिठाई खाता है. Some form of मीठा, some form of sweet. 80% Indian at least. Tell me how many of you eat sweet in the night? Most dangerous thing. Most dangerous thing. If you want to take sweet in the breakfast, but not in the dinner. Or if you want to take in the dinner, maybe take once a week. If you want to add fast food to your life every day, it is dangerous. But if you add fast food to your life once a week, no problem. You can party maybe one fortnightly, but not every day. If you every day go to a restaurant, if you every day eat pizzas, burgers, pasta, then it will definitely help. Not going to help you, it will be unhealthy for you. But if you take something good food and go to party once, then definitely it is okay.
So nice. Thank you very much.
And I will add to one thing, very confusing: alcohol. People are very confused about alcohol. People think that alcohol is healthy for heart. The concept started, let me tell you this small story about it. Have an average lifespan of 100 plus years, either male or female. It was 98 point something for female and 100 point something for males. So they were surprised, what is happening? They did a retrospective study. You all know what is a retrospective study. They found out what they're eating, what wine. So they found out wine consumption was much higher than the normal French population, and that was addressed to one typical type of grape. So it was limited to one village. Then a study was done which was in Argentina, in some part wine drinking area. But they found out that there is no benefit. The initial thought was that alcohol is reducing your heart rate, heart diseases, and increasing your lifespan. But a wide spectrum study showed that it was limited to that village only, but not for the common public. So misnomer is that alcohol reduces your heart problem. No. Alcohol can, if excessive alcohol can lead to increase in cholesterol, can lead to increase in obesity, can lead to increase in blood pressure. So what is the amount and which alcohol? The problem in Indian population, the problem is not alcohol. कोई भी आदमी अगर 2 पैक ड्रिंक लगाता है तो उसके साथ आधा किलो तो मिठाई वो खा जाता है, वो नमकीन चखना हाफ ए केजी वो. तो what you have taken with the alcohol, you have taken lot of sodium, lot of uncooked food like the kacha paneer and all those things, which is adding to your problem. So my suggestion is, or recommendation is, that if you are a daily drinker, then it should not be more than 90 ml. If you are an occasional drinker, again it should not be more than 120 ml, not more than 2 times a week for occasional drinker. And try not to eat lot of snacks with your alcohol. That will add to your calorie. Beer is not good. Should not consume lot of beer because beer is directly converting to carbohydrate. Rum is also molasses. It is again contain lot of carbohydrates. Red wine is in some studies it is found to increase antioxidants. It works like an antioxidant, but in a limited amount. It means one serving of red wine, not more than one serving of red wine. So I think concept is clear.
इस तरह के प्रेस्क्रिप्शन से तो सभी खुश होंगे.
एक सजेशन दो, आप अपने दोस्तों के साथ पीते हो ना, जब वो पी रहे होते हैं आप बैठे होते हो, तो आप ऐसा मत करा करो कि आप उनकी बराबर की कोका कोला पी जाओ. उनको अल्कोहल इतना नुकसान नहीं कर रहा जितने आपको नॉर्मल ये बात तो वही कहते हैं कि कोका कोला देने खाता है ये ले ले थोड़ा. You get the margin.
Yes, next.
So my question is, how much time should we exercise every day? And my grandfather used to say, you just do 12 Surya Namaskars every day and you never fall sick. So in that time, what are the different kinds of exercises a person can do without having to go to the gym on the go from anywhere?
45 minutes of exercise for every day, but at your day you can do for 2 hours. No problem. And you can do any type of exercise, but definitely if you can practice yoga, or maybe 3 times a week yoga, at least 2 or 3 times a week, maybe walk or maybe run, it will be one of the best. And if you can meditate in between, fantastic.
And I also want to ask, you could see yesterday that especially after lunch, so many people are feeling sleepy. And even I always feel sleepy and lethargic just after a meal. So how do we avoid that?
I can tell you my practice because I operate in 2 sessions. Morning session starts at 8:30 and the afternoon session starts at 1:30. So initially I used to take lunch. So whenever I used to take lunch, my speed of operating in the second shift was slow. My anesthetist told me that the first surgery you finished in 2.5 hours, the second time you took about 4 hours. And yes, I was very lazy. So I stopped eating. I don't take lunch. No lunch. Only green tea or maybe a little bit of fruit, so I don't feel cramps in my stomach. That's it.
Just breakfast.
Take good breakfast but my problem is I take a lot of dinner, which is not good. But it's my practice. I'm telling you.
Good morning, Dr. Bana. My name is Sandeep Kohli. I just want to ask, there is a lot of craze ki sugar mat khao, khand khao, you don't eat refined things, you eat this jaggery. So, is that making sense that we eat khand in place of sugar, that we will be less harm? Is it that making sense, or is it the same harm whether you eat jaggery or you eat refined sugar?
रिफाइंड शुगर और जैगरी में फ़र्क ये है कि जैगरी से आपको आयरन मिलेगा, रिफाइंड शुगर से आयरन नहीं मिलेगा. लेकिन अभी क्या हो गया है कि बहुत सारा जो व्हाट्सएप यूनिवर्सिटी के वो चलने लगे हैं, बहुत सारे सुपर फूड बन गए हैं। जब मैं बच्चा था तो मखाने, मखाने से डिब्बा भरने के लिए दिए जाते थे। दिवाली की मिठाई जाती थी तो काजू थोड़े होते थे, बादाम थोड़े थे, मखाने ज्यादा होते थे। अब मखाने सुपर फूड बन गए। तो ये सब ये जो सोशल मीडिया है ना, इसका क्रिएटेड है। तो बेस्ट है कि लेस अमाउंट ऑफ शुगर, बट डेफिनेटली रॉ शुगर इज बेटर देन रिफाइंड शुगर, बट इट डजंट मीन दैट इफ यू आर टेकिंग ए रॉ नॉन रिफाइंड शुगर you eat more, keep it less. But that jaggery has iron, refined sugar does not have iron.
Thank you.
मैं एक मिनट लूँगा please. I mean time is limited, so only my request, only one question. Sir, last final one question please.
एक आरटी से एक प्रेसिडेंट से जयपुर चैप्टर।
See, actually short time, he has to go. Actually, he has ended our program. So my request is, see, last. Otherwise, please sit down. Please sit down. Sir, please.
कि मैं बीमारी को होने से बचा रहा हूँ, और सेकेंडरी प्रिवेंशन का मतलब हो रहा है बीमारी हो चुकी बट इसमें जो मैंने इलाज कराया उसको सफल बनाने के लिए कर रहा हूँ। तो प्राइमरी प्रिवेंशन में पहले एस्पिरिन सबको रिकमेंडेड थी कि 75 मिलीग्राम एस्पिरिन लो तो आपको हार्ट प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी। You will be surprised to know that a study went for 50 years, 50 years, and it published in 2021 that aspirin, rather than helping us, it was killing more people. So now aspirin has been removed from primary prevention. If you do not have any problem, don't take aspirin as a that it will reduce, it will make my blood thin and I will be more happy. No, it will make more harm to you. Secondary prevention means आपकी एंजियोप्लास्टी हुई, आपकी सर्जरी हुई है and you are on antiplatelets. 1 year, dual antiplatelet, after 1 year single antiplatelet, but you have to be very cautious about it. Keep your blood pressure low, don't do much of very strenuous exercise, and very particular about when you get injury or something because your blood will remain thin. तो बेटर है अगर आप केस ले सकते हो तो ग्राउंड वाटर बेस्ट है। ग्राउंड वाटर, फिल्टर्ड ग्राउंड वाटर, प्रॉपर नॉट आर ओ, फिल्टर्ड ग्राउंड वाटर। बट एल्कलाइन वाटर, आर ओ वाटर इनका कोई ऐसा साइंटिफिक स्टडी नहीं है, ये बड़े यूजफुल है बट पॉल्यूशन है उनका इस्तेमाल करना पड़ता है हमें अपने घरों में। दैट इज द रीजन, अदरवाइज जिस दिन से चलाऊंगी हेल्थ आपकी मंजिल है आज। तो जिस दिन से चलाऊं हार्ट है इज मंजिल, जिस दिन से चलाऊं मंजिल पे नजर है, मैंने कभी मील का पत्थर नहीं देखा। जिस दिन से चलाऊं मंजिल पे नजर है, मैंने कभी मील का पत्थर नहीं देखा। तुम बात करते हो इन फूलों की, तुमने मेरा कांटों का बिस्तर नहीं देखा।
I think a big round of applause.
Yes, sir. Sir, आप इधर आइए। Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Join us.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Could I request Pankaj Dharkar sir to please come on the stage for a small group photograph? Mr. Ajeet Bana sir.